Now, Madam President, on another matter, it's been a little over 6 months since the passage of tax reform delivered measurable relief to America's working families and job creators. 6 months since Republicans implemented a simpler 21st century framework to help unleash a new generation of success stories. 6 months since updated tax brackets and withholding tables provided for some 90% of American wage earners to take home more pay. Thanks to lower tax rates, the IRS is withholding less of workers' paychecks. Because we doubled the standard deduction, married couples will benefit from what amounts to a new 0% tax bracket for the first $24,000 they earn. And parents are looking forward to the bigger child tax credits they claim going forward, up to $2,000 per qualifying child. These tax cuts are just the shot in the arm that our economy needed, and they're exactly what middle-class families and workers deserve. Well, at least that's what Republicans believe. Our Democratic colleagues seem to see things quite differently. They don't think that $2,000, that's the average estimated tax cut this year for a family of four earning a median family income, seems like very much money as far as they're concerned. After all, every single Democrat voted against giving American families these tax cuts. They figured Washington knew how to spend the money better than the taxpayers who earned it. Of course, the bill became law without Democrats' help, but since then, they've set about trying to persuade middle-class families that getting to keep more of their own money is a terrible thing. So they should support Democrats' effort to repeal tax reform. I'm glad I don't have to try and make that case. It looks like more take-home pay for workers is already beginning to have ripple effects throughout the U.S. economy. Fueled in part by Republican policies, consumer confidence in 2018 reached its highest level since November of 2000. Sure enough, just last month, retail sales growth doubled the gains that experts had forecast and shot up at the fastest pace in half a year. Here's the LA Times headline: Retail sales post sharp gains in May, signaling a surge in U.S. economic growth. That's the LA Times. More take-home pay for American taxpayers, more prosperity for American retailers, more demand for American goods and services, and thus more demand for American workers. So, Madam President, this is what we call a virtuous circle, and Republicans' common sense economic agenda is helping make it happen. Our Democratic colleagues may want to put Washington's foot back on the brake by repealing tax reform and piling up more regulations, but they aren't just arguing with those of us across the aisle. They're arguing with the facts. They're arguing with the data. They're arguing with American families who are keeping more of their own money. They're arguing with the prosperity our agenda is already helping to unleash.